Hi everyone, I'm Kimberly with My Victorian Heart, and today we are going to decoupage a paper mache witch's hat. And we're going to use Decoupage Queen's rice papers to do this. And we're going to use a few. And here is the paper mache witch hat, and I have already painted it. Base coated it in Pentart's Dekor Paint Chalky Color White. And we will be using Pentart's Decoupage Varnish and Glue in matte finish for decoupaging the papers. We are going to use Decoupage Queen's new, hi Shannon, how are you? Thanks for coming. We're going to use this beautiful new patchwork, black patchwork by Decoupage Queen. It is really beautiful. It's kind of got some damask, different types of damask in there. So pretty. So and I'll show you the hats that are what they look like not painted. I have them right here. So this is what they look like unpainted. And these are cute because they have like the slant. So they're not like the cone part's not straight up and down. So when you're sitting on a table, it has a cute slant. And so we can get started. And I have a few of these hats. I think I have maybe 5. So if anybody wants one, I can add them to the website. Just, let me know. And I took pictures of them, and I'm ready to do the listing. I've just been kind of busy. So let's start with the black patchwork. And this is from Decoupage Queen's most recent release, fall 2023 release. And we are going to add just a couple of designs from these Decoupage Queen papers. And this is the Vintage Witch Minis. And this is the Beware Poison labels. And I'm not sure yet. We have to see how it goes while we're creating. But I might want to fussy cut the raven and put him on here somewhere. So we'll see. But I do love the ravens for my Halloween decor. All right, let's get moving. I'm going to put the camera down. All right, guys, how's that view for you? Is that okay, everybody? And I meant to say, I don't know if I said this paper here that we're using is a size A3. And it measures 11.7 inches wide by 16.5 inches long. And if you put it this way, it actually is more than enough to cover the cone on the top. So that's what we're going to do. I'm adding water on a small artist brush, and I'm going along the borders of the paper to get rid of the white border. I really want to have all this border out of here so I don't have to deal with it. All right. So I'm going to try to keep this. Is that okay, sweetie?
Yep.
I moved it back. There we go. You guys tell me, if the view is better. All right, so I have it facing me. So we're just going to wrap the paper like this down toward the bottom, at the bottom of the cone. And we're going to go like this, okay? And you just wrap it around, and you feel for it. And it's going to kind of fold over right here, like it's going to be too much. And so, I mean, that's really the quick way. And I'm just going to go in with my brush right now with the water. And I'll turn it so you can see it. I'm going to go right here, okay? And I'm going to start the wet tear right there so I can get rid of that excess that's keeping me from wrapping it, you know. All right, so now that I've come around here, I'm going to turn it around. You want it to fit around your cone. So you want to just sort of make a crease or go in with your brush. And then you can just start tearing it away. Okay, so that's a good fit, and you don't have to worry about the rough edges because you know you're going to cover them with other stuff too. You know, you can cover them with the other paper you put on the bottom. You can cover them with ribbon, glue, and glitter. Lots of ways to hide it. So this piece, you want to pull this down a little bit so it covers back here. And then you just want to fold this back a little bit, find where your papers are meeting back here. Can you see okay? I just want to make sure. So there we go. I'm going to fold it so I have a crease to follow for my wet tear. Just going to pinch off that extra paper on the top. I'm going to lay this down. That way you can see it. And we'll just cut it out. Or just draw right around it with a wet brush. Doesn't have to be perfect circle, because you know you can sand off the edges or do whatever you got to do, you know. All right. So now is what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this over. It'll be pretty, we'll put paper underneath here too. So we want to do this. We want to flip this over and we want to feel for the circle that's in here. And just add the water to wet tear it, okay? Whoops. Let's see if I can do this without it falling over on me. Could you? Do you mind? It's kind of wet. You got to find a spot that's not wet glue. You can just rub around the edge at the circle and try to make a little crease so you can follow it with your eye. Okay. Whoops. It's really tricky, guys. You kind of want to do the wet line outside where you want to tear it a little bit. Like, it's really, you know, you don't want to be it so wide that it won't cover your base of your hat. So it's going to be wonky. All right, there we go. So now I'm just going to poke a little hole right here. And I'm going to try to tear. Okie doke. So let's see. I think I'll do this back here since I have to patch that little blank space back there. That's a little short back here. So a little crooked, but we'll make it work. You know, decoupage is forgiving. So here we go. Like where the hat. These out of here. I still have pieces hanging. I don't have time to deal with it. I'll have to do it later. So you just take your little patches here, like this. Find another tiny piece. I mean, honestly, these little edges, they could get trimmed out in ribbon, or you could outline it in glue and add glitter. There's so many ways to hide them, you know. And you know, if I weren't rushing, I could like cut things perfectly and take my time. But it's really hard to do in these lives, you know, when you're rushing. And these fibers, these little edges that are torn, they'll dry and they'll be blended in, and nobody, you know, will really be able to tell. And rice paper is so forgiving that way. You just, you know, get it varnished really well with your glue. So we want to cut out a couple of labels, okay? And I think one of these ladies would be really cute. So we'll do her first. And this is the Vintage Witch Minis by Decoupage Queen. The founder of Decoupage Queen, she actually painted these cute, this artwork. And I'm going to wet tear this. Get her pumpkin in there and her kitty. Oops. Don't want to tear the moon. Not going to look right. So I'm just going to do these teeny little edges, and you can take tweezers or, you know, something that can just pull the, like the color rice fibers, that paper fibers that you really don't want on it, because these are kind of night sky blue, and I don't want them, I don't want too much of a clash with the black base that we're putting it on. And you can, I can always outline this too, so, or blend it with some paint or something. Oh boy, stubborn right there. Okay, so this we want like kind of off to the side on the front of the hat. We want to give her like nice little prominence there because she's so pretty and so cute. So she's going to go there. And let's see. Trying to figure out where to put my glue. Have to remember to keep my hands off of it. All right, so it'll dry and you'll be able to see it in a few minutes. And then I think these will be really cute. So it's picking the one I want is what is going to be tricky here. Oh my gosh. I really like the fancy labels, but they're a little labor intensive. All right, well, here goes. I'm going for it. I'm going to do this one with the skull and bones. I think a pretty fancy witch needs a fancy label. And, you know, some people are probably like not ready for Halloween stuff because, you know, we're literally just getting started on fall. But I chose to do this now only because people may not have supplies. If they want to make something and they take some inspiration from this, then they have time to get what they want from, you know, their favorite place to buy. And, you know, I was thinking ahead, honestly. And I'll be doing some fall stuff next. So, and I promise I'm going to try to pick some quick, simple little things to do. All right, here we go. Let me just get a little more of that edge off. All right, here's our label. It's a very pretty antique-y looking label. And since this one's kind of the same shape as the witch, I think we're gonna like put it over on this side and we'll put something else there. So let's get that on. I have to turn it around just so I can position it. Then I'll turn it back for you guys. There we go. All right, if you can see that. I was worried that this label with its black background would not go well with the dark, but it's actually good, you know? It's going to be okay. I like it. And I think, okay. So, I mean, if I put that there, it's going to get covered by ribbon. So we kind of have to put it where it won't get hidden. So maybe like right there. And I can't tell what I'm doing upside down. Okay, there we go. All right, I like it. Cute. So I think another label around the back. It might get a little covered by ribbon wrapped around there. That's okay. And I don't know, I think I'm going to do, I want to do another one. I like these labels. I think they're really cute. It's kind of like having a witch's hat with vintage Halloween ephemera on it. It's a possibility. Okay, so this nice long label, it shows a little group of witches and it says Secret Witch's Potion. We are going to put that right here along that seam. Okay. So to go like put that one there. Tabletop for Halloween decorations, or sit them on a book, and you can put maybe a little pedestal under them, raise them up. There's a lot of ways to display them. I never put mine on anything. I just sit them on like a tabletop or, you know, a stack of books or something, and they're really cute to have that way. They're also fun to put as a tree topper on a Halloween tree. And I've always wanted to make a little witch hat for a tree topper. I haven't done it because my trees I have are mini Halloween trees. I think this size hat is a little too tall, too big for my little mini trees. I have those little, I have the Bethany Lowe black mini feather tree, and that's behind me. And I would have to get something like a little taller probably, or a smaller hat. And you know, you can make these hats. You can make a cone, and then you just make a round circle, and you can just buy like some chipboard or some really heavy cardstock, and they're easy to make. There's lots of little templates and stuff online for this stuff. All right, I'm being really fussy with this because he has a lot of extraneous stuff around the edge and I don't want it on my project. We have the glitter, the Pentart Glitter Pen in brass, and this is what it looks like. If you can see, I'll just make a little circle there. Can you see that, Hein? No? Okay. This is what I'll do. I'll show you guys. This is what it looks like. I'll get it up in the camera. Okay? How's that?
There you go.
So that's the, it's called brass, but it's kind of orangey and it kind of matches the brass in here. So I want to just go in with little tiny touches where I have that brass color on the paper. So I'm literally just going to do light touches randomly, like here and there. I don't want to go crazy with it, okay? I just want it to be kind of subtle and, you know, give pops of glitter around our project. So anywhere that I see like the coppery, brassy color on the damask is where I'm just going to put a touch of glitter. It's not going to be like heavy or anything like that. And you could literally just do dots, or you can just thin it out with your finger like I'm doing. Something else I think that would be really cool is you could do like a dot in the middle of this damask design and then smooth it out and make it kind of like follow the design and go like that. See? And that's really pretty. I actually really like that idea. Whoops. So there you go. And you just go like that, and right there you get the little corners, you know. They're really pretty. They give a little pop of sparkle to your hat for Halloween. You just find the little point that you want to put it in your damask. Just follow them around. I don't like mine to be too raised and dotty like. So we're going to go around down here and just get some randomly around here. I'm barely squeezing the container of glue. It's a soft plastic and it squeezes in nicely, so you don't have to use too much pressure on it. Oh, there's a lot of nice copper color right there. Really pretty. And here. All right, that's easy. And I wish you could capture the color and the sparkle. It's really pretty, and there's still some white spots, but you know, don't forget we're going to cover this with a ribbon and it'll be really pretty. When we come back for part 2, I'll record part 2 and edit this video, and everything will be put together for y'all, and we can see the rest of the hat. But this is the start, and it's going to be really cute. And I hope you like it. And thank you for coming. Have a good night. I'm going to raise this up and I'll say good night. So thank you guys. I appreciate you coming. And I'll just hold this up so you can, it looks really messy right now, but there's a lot of glue that has to dry. And the labels are cute, and I like my birdie. He looks like he's her little pet. And if you can picture it, like on the back of here, these will be arranged back here, and there will be ribbon flowing down that will have our rosette. It'll come together and you'll like it. Thanks guys. See ya. Bye bye.